I love it when I hit the wrong button. Oh well. Shit happens. Life goes on. Well, it's me, Allison. Sorry I haven't been streaming for the past couple of weeks. I've just had some MS issues and, well, life. Sometimes it just gets in the way. What can I say? I'm here now, and better than ever. There we go. Okay, just kind of making a little bit of a cleanup here. And just refamiliarizing myself with Restream real quick, and then gonna get going on things. I did say that I had some stuff I was working on. I have my project that I'm working on, my manga, that hopefully was in the final stages and then getting approval for actual publication in Japan. I'll have more on that when it happens, but it's a hope. Once that occurs, I can talk more openly about it. Kickstarter is going to be going to print. I'm happy about that. Finally, it's been only a few months late. Hey, Martha, how's it going? So we got that going, and I'm art director on a project for swordsandsorcerymagazine.com. I am designing a lot of the stuff to go with their Kickstarter campaign that's going on. I'll have some artwork in it, and I've also recruited a bunch of my artist friends for it. So they'll have some things, hopefully from Ian Chase Nichols, my friend Glenn Fleming, let's see, Russell Leach, David House, and more. But that remains to be seen on everybody. I know Russ, Dave, Glenn, myself. I have another guy, I can't remember his name, that I found online that looked really good. Actually, the editor of the whole project found him and liked his art, so I figured I would pop him in. His inability to follow instructions kind of annoys me, but hey, we will see. It's not as bad as the one person I had to kick off the project, and the less I have to say about that, the better. So those are the things that are currently going on in my life. Well, some of the things going on in my life. As I rummage through my pencil case, the black leather bag, to get my pencils and things I like to draw with. Well, some of them I do. I like to have my options open. That has markers and things. Goes down there. God, this area's a mess. What can I say? But I mean, you didn't come here to listen to me ramble. I think you guys came here to watch me draw, which I'll do in a moment. But yeah, I'm very happy to be doing this. And I will say that last week I attempted to stream on Monday, but got distracted by something. I don't remember what it was, but something distracted me. I then saw Superman on Tuesday, followed by seeing Superman again on Friday. And I intend to see it again this week at some point. But needless to say, I'm a big fan of the movie. And it's very, very enjoyable. Let's see. I'm actually going to pull up some reference for Superman. Particularly Crypto. Oh, that's a really cool picture of the Transformers. One of my only issues with using Pinterest now is that half the crap is AI. And it's sometimes hard to spot it. Okay, that's him. Okay, get a lot of good references for Superman. Let's do Crypto. Do a bit of a combination of the movie one with the comic one. He is a little white dog, so granted the comic's a little bit bigger, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Pretty sure everything's going through fine. Actually, let's look in OBS. Yep, can people hear me? I'm a little concerned. Okay, I'm not seeing my audio. I just went through all that. It's not doing anything. Right. Okay, that should be working now. I now have audio. Wow. One of these days I'll figure out how the hell I'm doing this. I just want to make sure it's going through over on this side. And I'm not lying to you all. But hi, Martha. That was great seeing you. I can actually talk to you now and make like I know what the hell I'm doing. Good you hear me. Fantastic. Just, sometimes the hell with my life. Let's knock that back a bit. Let me see what the hell I'm doing there. Okay, so things I was saying before. Kickstarter is going to be going to print soon, which I'm very happy about. About freaking time. I'm only a little behind on it. I'm also working on a project with Sword and Sorcery Magazine.com. I'm the art director on the project. It's going to be their first Kickstarter for their first volume of their best of stuff. I believe he's been publishing online for like 15 years now. Yeah, it's either 13 or 15 years. So he figures it's about time to do a best of. And I'll be doing some art in that, along with my friends, what was it? Glenn Fleming, Russ Leach, David House, and hopefully Ian Nichols. Hopefully. Those are the hopes so far. I have some other people in line. I have one person who couldn't seem to follow instructions, so they're not coming on. I have another guy I'm working with who also can't seem to follow instructions, but at least listens. So we'll see how that goes. I need some caffeine. Oh God, I haven't had that stuff in a while. Damn. Okay, so those are the updates of things going along. Also, my project that I have, my manga that will hopefully be published in Japan, is coming along very, very well. I had some talks with the editors, and they are happy with it so far. They only made me redraw the thing 3 times. So hopefully that is good. And then I can work myself to death like everybody else in the manga industry. It'll be fantastic. So as I was trying to say, but well, I hadn't activated my mic properly. What was MS moment? Right. I wanted to stream last Monday, but I got caught up with something which probably in the grand scheme of things is not that important right now. And then I got over to was it Friday, where I ended up seeing Superman for the second time. I actually got into one of the preview nights to see it. I was invited to go to one of the preview events, and well, I did. Now, Martha's, I could probably put you right on the book itself. It is a pinup thing. I'll um I'll add you to the Facebook group that I have running for this. Basically, it's read a story, draw a scene. It's pretty easy, and you get $100. There's a stretch goal to get more, but that'll happen when it happens. Oh, I don't need the piece till the end of October. But anyway, you guys didn't come to listen to me yap. You came to watch me draw mostly. So, yes, I think you mostly came to watch me draw. If you came to watch me yap, cool. Oh, what the hell? Hang on. This is the guy who's handling this whole thing. Okay, that time I meant to mute myself. Um, yeah, hopefully things are going well. With everything else, I agree with that. And I'm having a little hard time checking the chat with my stupid thing in the way. Okay, it's on that. Okay, give me one sec here, guys. Just want to do one little thingy. It's in the design section. We will hide that. And, oh, for crying out loud. Why is everybody messaging me when I'm in the middle of doing something? So annoying. Right, do that. Let's do this. I always put it on Kickstarter too if the manga people flake. Yes. No, I will definitely be doing that. I'll probably do it when I have a bit more because I've kind of gotten to the point with my manga and stuff like that that I just want to do floppies. I just want to do tankobons. Like, I would love it if I. Saturday AM is one of the few places that do this that actually have manga done as like they appear in Japan, like as like a grouping of things, which is more what I'm interested in. Like, I want to like a bunch of people not do Facebook. Damn it, that's a pain. Um, right then, I'll figure out a way. Okay. Sorry, nose is leaking and stuff. But yeah, no, I have every intention of working out some things with this too. So, and that should be fun. Let's see, logo there. There we go. Got my logo there. Yeah, but I'd like to do tankobons more than just like floppies. So I want to get like 100 and something pages done on it. Um, Also, I've had another idea, which should be cool, but I'm not going to get into that one right now. But anyway, art fights even got into social media. Fair enough. All right, now let's see. Switching over. It's weird. My logo didn't carry over. Thought I had it on that one too. Well, there we go. The black lettering one. Good enough. Okay, so this is my roughie I got in here. We got soups and my quick little sketching of a dog. I don't draw dogs that often. I should probably do it more. I draw usually cats. Okay. My hair's going to annoy the hell out of me, so I'm going to tie it back. But yeah, so my review of Superman is go see it. It is honestly fun. Okay, let's see. Glove. Oh yes, the glove. I just love doing that. Okay, I figured this would be a bit lighter in here, but whatever. Kind of a floppy-eared dog, so I'm gonna start with Crypto more. I like when my lines come. I mean, this is pretty reduced in opacity, but it came through a bit more than I usually do, it seems. Oh well. I think as my stuff sort of evolved into Mass Attack comic pages, and the people with OCs keep redesigning them majorly and changing their permissions, I feel like I'm going to get kicked off. That's fair. No, don't go there. Yeah, I'd probably drop the place if that was happening to me. So I can respect that. Yeah, I've never really done art fights, so I don't know anything about them. Let's do more of like a rounder eye. Yeah, I now know why I don't really draw dogs that much. I need more practice at them. Though I did do a pretty cool picture of my friend Shiba Inu. I did like how that came out. I think I'll knock back that ear a little bit. I think it's too big. I give him a big nose. I'm saying you did art fight, so I was commiserating. Yeah, I might have done it. I don't really remember. The kids sure love those mental disorders. Yeah, that's true. I might have done. I don't remember. Maybe. No, it's possible. I have a tendency of getting annoyed at certain things like that, so usually I avoid it. Yeah, I have no idea. I might have done it. Some of my memories are Swiss cheese because of MS, so there's that. Hmm. I will say that crypto stole the movie. If Ian remembers me doing it, I might have done it. So I just don't. We will be getting more crypto in the future of DCEU as well. So didn't expect a redraw for my characters. Didn't even get a note on most. I actually had one guy delete the OC I used multiple times without leaving a comment. That's just being a dick. And I wrote him out of season two and kept rolling. Fair enough. These guys want perfection. They can throw on red bubble, but they're too cheap to even hire. Fever. Yeah, fever kind of sucks. The hell is that? Oh, okay. Little girl outside scream. Okay. I'm still not used to the fact that kids are out of school. Be glad to help with the sword and sorcery stuff. You have my email. Yes, I do. I will email you the info. I gotta look over who's doing what. I never expect an Iggy Pop song sort to play over the end credits of a Superman film. Yeah, that was really cool. Then again, it's James Gunn. I pretty much expect anything to do with music, especially after Guardians. How's it going, Pat? Hmm. Oh, I got your letter, Pat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. The Prime Suspect is a favorite of mine, TV wise. So I appreciate that. That's kind of funny. Wandering around Goodwill and hearing the Sex Pistols. Yeah, I wouldn't have really expected that one. But hey, somebody's got taste in music. I'm nowhere near the level of your comic show buddies, but I'll do what I can. You'll be fine. This is relatives in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. Got back the night of the 12th. Saw sleeps with some cousins in Sydney Friday night. Got precious little sleep over a very long drive back to Massachusetts. Yeah, I can respect that. Yeah, I've seen it twice so far, and I will be seeing it a third time. Hopefully this week. I won't let it take Friday though. Actually, I might say tomorrow afternoon because it's like cheap Tuesday. Granted, I have one of those passes, so Alright, well, that's a rough of them. I'll figure out more later. Kept Mystic in Texas hung over the whole week. Can't even enjoy July 4th anymore. Fair. I'm gonna try my hand at doing the new S symbol because honestly, it'll probably be easier to draw than the other one. I say that now. Famous last words. Yeah, poor kids. Actually, I need to. I just posted a picture of it so I can go and look. Yeah. Yeah. Guadalupe is a cold, fast river on a good day. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Okay. Thought it did something like that. The only thing about drawing on live streams is I often feel a bit too rushed to really get into what I want to do. To take try to do everything within like 2 hours. This S is interesting because it has the gold border, but the gold border isn't interrupted by the S at all. S is separate and creates its own red border within it. It's kind of cool. For my pull list this week, I actually have something kind of interesting. A piece of comic book history. It's a trade paperback, but it's still a piece of comic book history. All right, well, that's dead. I binged watch all of the what was it, the new My Adventures with Superman. That cartoon is really fun. Recommend it. I'd watched most of the first season when it aired, and I just binge watched the second season, and I really like what they did with Supergirl. Always like Supergirl. Supergirl. As long as the upcoming Supergirl movie is better than the original movie, I won't have any complaints. Granted, I don't think that'll be that hard. As bad movies go, yeah, it's definitely up there. Anyone I smudge with an eraser? You kind of use the movie S in that series. I think they're trying to get like a lot of people kind of used to it. I think. I was a little surprised they didn't have Supergirl in the skirt though. They had her in pants. Either way, it's a good cartoon. I definitely recommend it. It's fun. I know it's the original S. There's a way to draw it, but you basically just draw the negative space, and it like lets you cheat in the S. And you think of it as like a couple of fish kissing or something like that. Diablo was a bit verbose at times. Still, Lex is familiar as someone who would endanger the human race before to admit a mistake. Lots of that around now. Yeah, I think Superman kind of basically summed up things pretty good. And I liked Lex in it. Some people are saying he was the weakest part, but I don't agree. I think he was really good. Um, the Rocket's upstairs. I know this because I can hear him running. Um, yeah, it's a with the movie. I the dictator that's trying to invade the foreign country in it, which no real spoilers. You see it in the trailers. Um, but that character definitely reminded me of somebody. I think he's a great leader. Considering Lex Luthor in the Man of Steel comic by John Byrne, Byrne specifically stated that Luthor was inspired by a certain individual as well. That's why they gave him a red haired wig. But yeah, no, I like the movie a lot. It was verbose, but it's a comic book. I kind of expect things like that. Okay, first try at the symbol. I think it works. I think I got the shield good enough. Alright, back to references on Superman because I don't draw him very often. Kind of weird though, because I really like Superman. I always have. Granted, I'm trying to go a little bit for the current version of him, along with my own manga S style. And they're off. Both the kitties at once. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. That's Kurt Swan. I just found a thing of how to draw Superman. It's an old Kurt Swan thing. At least it looks Kurt Swan. Could be Giordano. But it has how to draw Superman and Clark Kent. That's kind of cool. Okay. I have to resist doing my typical manga chin. I mean, he's gonna have a manga look to him because it's me, but other than that, who drew that one? Oh, it's Jim Lee. Okay. Uh, crypto, one letter makes yes, this is very true. One letter makes a world of difference. Yes, it does. Now, completely admit that I tend to draw ears a lot like the way my buddy Rob does over at Sketchcraft. A couple of quick lines, and a little half circle down here. So, now, they have talked about doing a Teen Titans movie, which, if they do, I'm going to be very, very happy. If it's anything like Superman, I'll be very, very happy. If it doesn't have Raven, I'll be very, very annoyed. Granted, I can't really see a Teen Titans movie these days not having Raven. So, finding out if Patrick ever did art fight. That's a good question. Pat, I don't know. Have I ever seen any of your art, Pat? I need to get back with uh, Boston Comics Roundtable. I will be at Fan Expo in August. I will be. I'll be there with Battleground Games and Hobbies, running lots of gaming stuff. Probably mostly Daggerheart. 15 minutes, I'm going to do the book of the week from my pull list. Yes, it's funny. I've always loved Superman, but I never really drew him that much. One of the free comic book days, I had a little girl asked me to do a Superman piece for her, and I did. Um, she wanted a good drawing of him. It wasn't my best Superman, but it was still fun. No, the character I tend to draw the most of characters that I didn't create on my own. Aside from the turtles, tends to be Spider-Man. A bit of Gwen Stacy as well. Spider Gwen or Ghost Spider. I do like Ghost Spider. I think that's a good name. Which has a really cool design. During a scene where my anti-heroiness bursts out of an underwater bone pile of her previous victims, but I haven't decided what to do with her hands. Um, she could come out like holding some bones as she bursts out. That could be kind of interesting. I mean, the default idea would be to have her like just with fists, but her like coming out and she's like holding a few bones, like she could be coming up like holding like a spine with a skull still attached to it or something. That could be kind of neat. I want to be like a Tada look at me. Shit. She's nonverbal, just growls. Yeah, we could have her come out and she's like, like this, and she could be holding like a skull in her hand or something like, the classic kind of Shakespearean pose of, Horatio, I knew him well. Or, is it York? I can't remember the line. It's been a long time since I've read Hamlet. Alas, poor York, I knew him well. I think that was it. Yeah, something like that. I think Horatio was more the thing at the end was a bit more with him. I die, Horatio, I die. Hmm. And we'll say one of the best lines in the movie: "Crypto, get the toy." My drawing skills are crummy, I'm afraid. No, fair enough. Damn it. There we go. Another great art fight. Just is no good for posting sequential art because all your attacks pages are in the semi-random order. That's annoying as hell. Try to go back and change the titles, the series, and episodes numbers, but it won't let me. Oh, that's even more annoying. So what you're saying is this webpage sucks. Got it. Now, one of the things I do like about the movie also is James Gunn's crypto was inspired by his dog. That says a lot. After people can post pics of their cats and random object photos are saying, make me an OC. So no excuse. Fair enough. The sudden urge to like watch some of the old Ruby Spears Supermans. Oh, I have a Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, let's see, Blackberry. I believe it's a 0. Yep, 0. those boots. Okay. Watching Ken Burns' film about Leo da Vinci, Max Ernst read his treatise on painting, started inspiration in these circles of floorboards. You know, that tracks. I did a report on him back when I was in junior high, and I vaguely remember that. Trying to pull some still images from the movie. Also managed to pick up the worst possible subject matter by having a reality show about monster dating. Okay, that's actually hilarious. Okay, I'll just go and add the boot in, and then I'll do the divot. It has a divot here. Quite a few of the OCs have no gore, no shipping. Okay then. Well, I tend to draw a lot of gore. Probably because some of my favorite movies are slasher films, but hey. I'm gonna turn the cape this way a bit. So it makes finding actors a problem. Yeah, I could see that. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at this group, see if I actually was a part of it at one point. I haven't been Nightmare on Elm, but I have been Monster High. I haven't been Monster High either. Fair enough. The original Nightmare on Elm Street is one of the few that I consider really worth watching. Um, my honest opinion, you watch 1, 3, and then New Nightmare, and you're done. The others are, yeah, leave it at that. And the remake, well, I like Rooney Mara in it, but other than that, the movie basically sucked. Well, actually, the guy that got to play Freddy, who did Rorschach and Watchmen. Oh, I can't remember his name. He was incredible. He did a really good job. No, that's what I have in eraser. There we go. Actually, let's go with this one. This might be a 2-episode piece. See myself doing this a bit for Friday as well. That being said, I do want to get to something important. Okay, so we're going to look at Jack Kirby's Forever People. This is part of his New God stuff that he did for DC. And it has something very important to it. That being said, that's the New Gods collection. I'll do that at some other point. But I'm talking about Superman, and one of the things I wanted to point out with it is the Superman on the cover here is one of the only remaining faces that Jack Kirby actually drew of Superman. For the most part, he was erased and then drawn over by Kurt Swan because DC didn't really like his face. I think that's Kirby there too. But cool thing is these are all black and white Kirby. I mean, they're just basically they took the color pages and they turned them to black and white, similar to what they eventually did with the Essentials. But this isn't a showcase. The paper quality is a little bit better. But that's definitely like a Kurt Swan face right there. That is definitely not Jack Kirby. But Kirby stuff is... I so wish they left it. I feel like we're just different approach to monsters has gone too far. What's the point of they don't get to be scary? Yeah, that's all inspired by Eric von Daniken. Fair enough. The original Nightmare on Elm Street, I would argue, is still scary. It's also more than like a slasher movie. It's a fantasy. It's an urban fantasy. It actually has a very low body count. And that being said, the body count's pretty brutal, but it's a very low body count film. But yeah, nope, there's some great stuff in this. Absolutely love Forever People. There's Darkseid, with an early appearance of him. Play with his hands behind his back like he often has. But yeah, I'm very big. God from Outer Space stuff, diagrams of how the Red Sea was parted by tractor beams. It's a sea of reeds, damn it. And that actually parts on its own. If it gets hit by the Reed Sea, if it gets hit by a wind, I think it's like a 45-degree angle. Maybe it was, I think, at least 30-mile-an-hour wind. I can't remember. That will actually push it back. Not as cool as Charlton Heston parting it in the Ten Commandments, but still a thing. I love Kirby's old stuff in this. His fights are so kinetic. I kind of want to redraw some of this and just to do some Kirby studies. It's funny, when I was growing up, I wasn't really big into Kirby. I recognized that he was good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I recognized that he was the king. But it just didn't really get me in that sense. It wasn't until much later. Life versus anti-life. Oh, that's interesting. Then again, Kirby was definitely a man ahead of his time. Oh. But yeah, so we get kind of the idea of just some greatness of Jack Kirby drawing the Forever People. He's got the weird Kirby tech and things that just for some reason looks like it works. I don't know what it does, but it looks like it works. Another early Dark Side. But yeah, I think that'll be good for now. Let's get back to doing some art on my side. That was a little taste of the Forever People. And just remember, boys and girls, Superman's been woke since 1938. Two Jewish boys, sons of immigrants, that grew up in abject poverty. Where Superman originally beat up slumlords and other criminals and things. I don't think he got a true supervillain for a bit. I can't remember if it was Brainiac who was the first one or not. Been a while. I think Luther was made for the radio show. I know Kryptonite was made for the radio show because it gave the voice actor of Superman a vacation. And that's when they did the Adventures of Batman and Robin. And they checked in with Superman every now and then where he'd just grown because he was still down and out. I am curious to see what they're going to do with Batman in the new movie verse. Will they introduce him with Robin? Superman's relatively early in his career, so it should be kind of interesting to see. He's only been at it for about 3 years. I give kind of a brief origin type thing at the very beginning. I mean by origin, there's a text overlay. So they don't do the origin story. They don't show you Krypton or anything like that for the millionth time. I still have to look into some of the stuff that they did for the movie because I want to know if they took influence from some of the comics I haven't read or if it's mostly from Smallville. I don't really want to go into it, but that's all I'll say. Ooh, gotta go medicate my cats. We'll check back in later. Fantastic. Well, it was great seeing you, Martha. You have a good one. And hopefully the cats will be doing okay. I don't know where the hell mine are. Probably upstairs. It's get a little bit easier to see when I switch over. I don't know if I'm going to ink it. I am going to do. I was thinking about just using darker pencils. Oh, let's break my tip. I will say Gunn definitely got the perfect use of the Superman theme in it. His new version of it combined with the old John Williams score. Looking good, Alkat. Have a good week. Off to get some gift cards from my neighbors who looked after my cat Jasper. Oh yeah, Jasper. Such a great kitty. Sounds good, Pat. Thank you for coming by. Again, thank you again for the TV series. That was a lot of fun. I enjoy Prime Suspect a lot. Actually, probably watching another episode tonight. Probably going to call it soon anyway. I've been going almost an hour and a half, and I want to. Said I'm probably going to finish this up on Friday. Need to do some adjustments anyway to things just because of how it's looking. Got to fix the boots and kind of get the knees in and stuff. I don't need the knee too much, but I got some more work I got to do with it. Double check my anatomy. Oh. All right, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I got a good rough sketch of Superman in and crypto. Probably gonna change up crypto a little bit more. Maybe teach myself how to draw a dog. But hey, it's all good. But if people could just do me the pleasantries, if you can, of where is it? I appreciate it, everybody who came by. Had a great time. Looking forward to doing more. I will be doing a what was it? We'll be doing a launch party for Sword and Sorcery, the Best of Sword and Sorcery magazine, Volume 1, in early August, possibly August 1st. But we'll have to see how that basically goes and what goes on with it. And aside from that,